My name is Captain Narayanan. I'm the managing director of a company called ABS Marine Services, which is into ship owning, ship management, and we have three associate companies called Epsom Shipping, Aqua Omega, and Sea Chart. Aqua Omega does diving services since we are involved mostly in offshore industry, so we provide a lot of work for the offshore boats and other things. We do projects. I joined the Great Eastern Shipping Company in '76 as a cadet and stayed with them till I got my command in '86. In 10 years I was a master of a ship. For 3 years I sailed with them as a master. After that, my daughter was going to school, so I thought it's time to get ashore. So I joined a shore job here in Chennai, and then on from there. Actually, it was a management company which I joined, and after that, I started on my own. Basically, we are into offshore. We have two platform support vessels, dive support vessels, which are on long-term charter with private companies like Kane Energy and Saudi Aramco. We have crew boats. We have tugs and barges, which we do projects. So it has been, I would say, a reckoning, because from starting as a cadet, going to become a master, and then staying on shore job for 2-3 years, and we went into ship owning only in 2004. I thought it was a defining moment for every shippy who comes on board the ship. You always have an ambition that at some point of time you should own a ship. So I was very fortunate to do that. So I guess I had all the luck, and probably I put in a lot of hard work too. My family supported me, my colleagues supported me, so it was a good thing. And I'm quite happy and satisfied that we have managed whatever we have without any background of business or background of finance. We purely professional. We were able to do this, which is, I think, one of the defining moments. It was fantastic. It was beautiful. I think I'll always recommend anybody. Even my son or even my daughter wanted to go, I encouraged her. It's a fantastic career. Not only that, does it expose you to the vagaries of society, it makes you learn very quickly about life. Life at sea is much easier than on shore because everything is so beautifully regulated. You get your breakfast on time, all your meals are on time, you're doing a job. There's nobody to corrupt or do anything. The monies come in time. So what more do you require? Here you do everything that is wrong. You have to stand in a ration line. You have to stand here. Monies don't come. Money is good there. So I think there's no difficulty, except probably the weather can be the only stumbling block. If you can weather the weather, I don't think it's any problem in being at sea. Passed through many difficult times, so I can't single out one of them. But of course, there has been instances where weather itself was very poor, and when we could not get a position in Pacific Ocean and everything. At that point of time, we didn't have satellite navigation. We had to rely on something called sextant to put positions, which is no more. And we didn't have satellite phones to call up office and tell them that we are in trouble. So there was a time when almost for 1 week, we were in the Pacific, we didn't know where we are, and the sea was very rough. Probably once you go through the rough sea, everything is calm, you forget about it. Now, since you asked me, I probably think that was one of the toughest times. During our time, there was very few institute training, but now we have a lot of training institutes, and they're giving quality training. I would like to see India as a major maritime power. We have the capacity, we have the coastline, and we could do it. I think it can happen, and there is a lot of, I would say, a lot of thought towards it, and probably the government also should think in the same way as the thinkers of this kind of policy are putting it forward. Only yesterday there was an inauguration with AMET and National Maritime Board, which I think you have been covering. So probably the thought processes come in, and maybe we may become a major this thing. If China can do it, I think India can do better. As a ship owner, I would like to see much more Indian entrepreneurs coming into shipping. there is a lot of scope even in Indian coast. With our coast, I don't think we are carrying more than even 20-25% of cargo which belongs to Indian government or otherwise. So I think we should bring in more entrepreneurs to come in, and we should encourage shipping also to come, shipping personals to come in so they understand and they do a better job. We have a huge reserve manpower. India is going into the next century or next decade with an educated mass. They should be trained and they should take up the thing. Why do you need foreigners? We have so many of our own talented people. We should train them. Probably what we should be done is we must bring in awareness of shipping to various other places where people don't know that there is such a carrier existing. That is the priority. That is what should be done, so that when the youngsters know that there is another career option which pays well, which is respectable, I think we'll have enough and more people. There shouldn't be shortage, and we shouldn't be even thinking of taking foreigners. In fact, we should produce so many seafarers that we should export them. We should man all the ships, the foreign ships as well as our Indian ships. That is my opinion. See, this is a very nascent stage of I can say marine training, where private training has come. So it has to find its own level. Like engineering college, there might be 10 engineering college, but if you have a choice, you may not go to many of them. You may select first 3. So something like that should come in. At this point of time, people don't have a choice. They should be encouraged. The university should, they should prove that they are the best. And like you have IIMs and IITs where there's a campus interview, they should go to that kind of a thing where foreign shippings will come there, select the people from that university. So that should be the impetus, so that every other university which comes up leads in the same way and they can get jobs for the people. So the quality becomes a very, very prominent aspect of it. The awareness level in India, although we have such a huge coastline, is very low. Today you just go outside on the street, ask them anything, have you seen a ship? I'm sure 90% of the time they'll say no, although they're staying in Chennai. Or they may say, I've seen from the beach. But what is the awareness level? Do you know how to get into it? What are the courses available? How do you, what are the associated industry, shipbuilding? There are so many other things. Nobody is aware of it. So probably that is the most important thing that has to be done. Make small goals and attain them. Once you attain them, then you can set bigger goals. And it's always when you attain only you can go for a bigger goal. Keep the ambitions alive, but at the same time, don't forget your family. Thank you.